The world is an incredible place. Look at everything that humans have built. Every single one of these buildings a man built. Every single wire in the ground or the electricity systems of each of these skyscrapers was laid by a man. The plumbing, the sewage, we built all of this. And this is just one street in one city. And the entire world is covered in cities. It's truly amazing what humans can do. Whenever you're lacking motivation, just look around and see what amazing things other people have done. And you don't need to go out there and find anything fantastic. Most of the time, you just have to look out the window. Look out the window and see what incredible achievements other men have managed to pull off. And you know what's amazing? Nobody knows the names of the people who built this stuff. They're probably some South Asian from somewhere, came here on a work visa. Nobody talks about how great they are. They just came, did the work, and left. Unknown to the world, unknown to history. You're trying to achieve amazing things, and you're sitting there wondering how you're going to get the motivation to get it done. You know what's amazing? If you genuinely dedicate yourself and pull off what you're trying to do, the whole world will know your name. You're trying to do something easier than what's been done for more credit, more recognition, and more money. You're struggling to dedicate yourself to start an online company so that everybody in the club can know you and all the beautiful women can know you and your family can be proud of you and you can drive a Lamborghini. You're struggling to do that, sit on your laptop and type, while these men built skyscrapers. They conquered space from the sky for no money and no recognition. They didn't complain about motivation. They didn't complain that it was difficult. They just went to work and got it done. If you had to start again from absolute desert and build this, it would take God knows how long. Truly incredible what endless persistence and the passage of time can achieve. There's no such thing as a lack of motivation. You either want it or you don't. And one of the best things about being privileged enough to have a device in your hand that allows you to see this video is that you can do something easier than this for more recognition and more money. And the only thing stopping you from dedicating yourself, from being a multi-millionaire, from being monumentally successful, is the fact that you say you lack motivation. You are being betrayed by your own brain. I strongly recommend that you fix it.
You have 10 years left to save your bloodline from eternal slavery. And you lack motivation? You are born to lose, sir. All of your ancestors who fought saber-toothed tigers should have just laid down and died. You are a dickhead, and you deserve to be poor. The last thing you should lack in the mess of the world today is motivation, because you are running out of time. And I'm telling you, as a rich man who made it out, I can see the gap is closing. You're down below looking up, watching it close, and you lack motivation to build a ladder. Maybe government will save me. Maybe if I vote for the liberals, they'll give me money. Slave minds, clowns. The last thing you should lack in the world today is motivation, because truly people are running out of time. And the Matrix is very good at this. It dangles a carrot. Get a good degree, then you'll be rich. Pay off your mortgage, you'll be rich. Just pay off your student loan. Don't worry, just keep working. The carrot's coming. You'll get it one day. Next time you see a rich guy, go up to him and say, how'd you get rich? I've never heard anyone say university. But there's still people who think they have 5 years to waste. And they're gonna sit there and do what? Read a book? Go party? Oh, fraternity. The gap is closing. The elites hate you. They're here to decimate you and your entire bloodline. You're 22 at the height of your capabilities, the height of your energy. It is Friday. Are you making money? What are you doing? I really want to see this band. I guess you just deserve to lose, friend. And I don't feel sorry for you. And if you start to understand it all, the last thing you will lack is motivation.
Somebody said to me before, they lack energy and they lack motivation. And I said, nobody lacks energy and motivation. You just focus it in the wrong directions. I would guarantee if you find a person who lacks energy and motivation, he's trying to get girls all day, he's messaging girls on Instagram all day who ignore him. I guarantee he gets road rage when somebody cuts him up. You get angry and you have energy and you have motivation when somebody pulls in front of you in traffic or when you see some on Instagram, but you don't have motivation to do anything else. You don't lack energy and motivation. It's pointing in the wrong direction. We all have an innate energy inside of us. We all have a life force. And most people are just directing it in the wrong direction completely. And that's why we're getting decimated in real time. The Matrix has come along and it's distracted us all with bread and circuses. I refuse to sign up to things that don't directly benefit my life. or benefit the future for my children. I don't think if a sports team wins, it's going to benefit the future for my children. And I don't think if I jump up and down like a ketamine taking peasant in a concert, it's going to benefit my children.
If you catch yourself gossiping about someone else's life, if you catch yourself caring about celebrities, if you catch yourself arguing with anybody, you need to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I arguing with this person? Why am I sitting here discussing any of these things instead of just making money? And the reason, if you truly analyze, is because you're frustrated. You can't play the money game because you lose. And you've only ever lost, which is why you're poor. So you want to play a game you stand a better chance of winning, like bickering about bullshit on the internet or anywhere else. You're not actually depressed and you're not actually angry. You're not actually unhappy. You're just broke. And if you got rich, you'd see it's actually a big, beautiful world. And there's nothing to fight over. And that's why the poors are going to constantly and endlessly attack the rich. That's why politics will always be fake, imaginary bullshit. And that's why rich people don't seem to engage on the level you expect them to engage with most subjects, because all of their engagement is used on the primary thing that matters, which is getting paid.
I wake up, first thing I do is drink 2 liters of water. Then I train. I tear through a bunch of weights. I just go as crazy as I can, get that out of the way. Bunch of coffee. I'm a coffee addict. I believe caffeine's a miracle drug, so I'll have 2 or 3 coffees, another 2 liters of water. I only eat dinner every day. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat lunch. And then from there, it's just completing tasks. I have something to do. I have a podcast with you to do, or I have somewhere to go, or I have to go. Maybe sometimes it'll be something good, like pick up a new car or a new watch. But if not, I promise you now, I spend every waking second on my laptop or staring at my phone running the empire. That's all I do is work. Life to me is work. Life to me is work at the point now, sleeping's work. I only sleep because if I don't sleep, I wouldn't be able to work. If I could work without sleeping, I wouldn't sleep. People look at my life and they, especially you're right, with the marketing, they see the cars, they see the boats, they see girls, etc. And they're like, oh, wow, he's living this crazy life. And then they get around me and realize that, yeah, we're on a boat. Yeah, there's hot girls. Yeah, it's yacht, but I'm on my laptop and I'm working. That's it. That's all I want to do is run the empire because it gives me a sense of purpose. And that's the only way I did it. I ground to the top the old fashioned way, and that's still what I do. I just work.
Do you ever wake up and think, I don't need any more money, but there's fuck all else to do? So I wake up and go, let me do the math. If I never worked again, I could spend $422,000 a day for the rest of my life. Let me try and chill out today. And within 22 minutes, I'm back on my laptop working. There's nothing else to do. I can't stop myself working as a person who doesn't need money. And then there's people with no money who don't work. Which is why the winners are winners and the losers are losers. Losers do a little bit of work and rest. Winners work as hard as possible and worry they're not working hard enough. And it's almost like you can't save these people. I don't have motivation. Do-de-do. You're a loser. A loser. You're not gonna always feel like doing it. You have to do it anyway because it's your duty to do it because you don't want to be a fucking loser. What do you mean you need motivation? You don't need motivation. You have a duty to not be a loser anymore because the hole in the sky is closing. The biggest question I get asked all the time is, hey, I lack motivation. And it's an annoying question to me because so do I sometimes. I don't always feel motivated to go to the gym. I don't always feel motivated to work, but I do it anyway. It's called discipline. And if you're gonna wake up every day and lack the motivation to do what should be done and compete against people who will do it irregardless of how they feel, you're gonna perpetually and forever lose. When you're asking someone for motivation, what you're effectively doing is saying, make me wanna do it. Please make me wanna do it. No, you have to do it. Or you can stay a fucking loser. When I meet somebody who's whatever, 50 years old, and they have absolutely zero money, I don't think, oh, he's had it hard. I thought, you're just lazy.
Lazy people never get anywhere in life, doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's tennis or money. If you're lazy, you're never gonna get there.
I've yet to experience in my 36 years a man who genuinely tries their very best and is genuinely motivated to make sure they're the best version of themselves, who doesn't get what they want. I've never seen someone go, I spend all of my time doing what I'm supposed to do. I dedicate myself. I'm good to people. I'm honest. I'm hardworking. I've got a firm handshake. I don't snake anybody. God likes me, who doesn't have everything they want. I really believe the universe will give anyone anything they want if they actually fucking want it. I've seen people make excuses for why they'll never have it and not get it, but I've never seen anybody who just wakes up, shuts up, works, and not get it. I did it. I didn't have food, and I was a world champion. How did you fail so massively? How can you lack motivation? How can an antelope in the jaws of a tiger
say I lack motivation. I'm horny, I want to jerk off. Bro, they're ripping out your throat in real time, you're bleeding out. Fight back. I don't have motivation. You're a loser. You are a loser. If you do not win, you lose. What do you call someone who loses? A loser. I don't feel motivated. You have to do it anyway because it's your duty to do it because you don't want to be a fucking loser. If you felt like doing it all the time, then there would be no magic to it. The magic is that you do it regardless of how you feel.
Absolutely everything as a man is your responsibility. It's your responsibility to become your best and brightest version of yourself. And you're not going to do that simply by talking it into existence. You need to go out there and do things which are genuinely difficult, genuinely stressful, so you can become the man you want to be. If you want to be a superhero in life, you need to understand that for 80% of the movie, you're going to suffer. And when your life is that way, you have a chance to grow into something fantastic, and you should thank God for every difficult thing he puts in your path. A man is unfairly imprisoned in a Romanian jail cell and trained so hard he emerges stronger than ever before. That is a movie. We are living movie scripts. Why? Because we have bravery. Most men sit there and wonder why they're depressed because you don't get to live a movie. You're not the main character of anything because you were afraid your entire life. You've lived like a coward your whole life. And then you wonder why you're depressed. I'd be depressed if I was you. I'd rather go to jail as me than live free as you. Because when you're free, you can't even do anything. You can't go where you want, you're broke. You can't have sex, girls don't want you. You can't speak because no one listens. You're more in jail than I ever was. My mind is free. I'm allowed to think what I want to think and say what I want to say. They have thoughts and they go, don't know if I should say that. They're their own worst enemy. Every single part of me is on my team. My hands, my legs, every single part of me is on my team. My body doesn't second guess itself. My mind doesn't turn on itself. We don't break and self-sabotage. There's no civil wars inside of Andrew Tate. You should be too ashamed to be a coward. Where's your shame? Well, we destroy that, right? We destroy that even in schools with men and stuff. I'll tell you something. My brother can shame me into doing something. Shame works for men sometimes. I say to men all the time. Men come to me and say, I can't get a girlfriend. I say, it's because you're a loser. Come to me and prove to me you're not a loser. I will shame him and he will react to it and his life will improve. But now we have men with no shame. And then we wonder why we have a whole bunch of cowards. Cowardice is always the easy choice, but you should feel too much shame to take it. There is one path to happiness, and that is masculine strength, and that is eating pain for breakfast and becoming a better person. The flavor of life is pain. Accept the flavor and learn to love it. That's the only path to genuine competence and happiness within yourself as a man.
Fear does stuff to the body. It affects your physical health, does damage to your cardiovascular system. But fear doesn't just take a toll on your body, it also takes a toll on your mind. You can't trust your judgment when you're afraid. You see everything as negative when you're afraid. You're just paranoid. Fear can paralyze you. Fear can immobilize you. Fear can make you run everybody away. And fear can make you drive away people who are trying to help you because your perception of who's with you and who's against you can be disrupted by fear. Fear of rejection, fear of disappointment, fear of failure can make you not try. Fear of falling can make you not climb. Fear of being defeated can make you not fight. If I don't climb, I don't fall. If I don't go, I won't have to go back. And all of a sudden, the sights, the sounds, the smells become triggers that make us forfeit what God has in front of us. In order to keep growing, you have to keep going. They'd rather be a big fish in a small pond than to swim into a bigger stream and be surrounded by whales and sharks and all that kind of stuff. I would like to submit for your consideration that you are not living until you have been living in a scary place. You don't know what God can do until you've been in a scary place. You don't know how powerful your God is until you've been in a scary place.
You look at your life, you look at what you produce. Are you doing all you can do? Have you gotten comfortable? Are you procrastinating? Are you evading your own greatness? Is your life an adventure or is it boring? You've got to use all your stuff. You don't know what else you can do. I didn't know I can do what I'm doing right now. You don't want to ever put yourself in